to take you through how the data is displayed on the pathway to independence. So on each of your outcome grids, as you're filling them out, that data that you're filling out, the 1s and the 0.5s, those will feed directly into the live progress trackers. So as we click on that, we see the live progress trackers for this individual have been filled out in some of the areas. This student is actually doing very well. But if we look at health and well-being, the blue refers to the fully supported. So this person in health and well-being is 100%, scores 100% on those fully supported for each one of those outcomes. The yellow is the prompted, and this individual is scoring 87% in with their prompted skills. And then the independence, the green, this child is achieving 83% in the area of health and well-being. Those three numbers are put into a total percentage towards independence with the skill of health in the skills in health and well-being. So this child is achieving 90% overall in independent in the outcomes on the health and well-being. As you can see, each one of the areas has a progress tracker, or a donut as we call it. However, the ones in the academic areas, so literacy, math, science, through to the history, the humanities, and the modern foreign languages, all of those, we don't record skills that are fully prompted. So it doesn't make sense to fully prompt a child through hand over hand prompt a child through doing the academic skills. So we only record prompted and independent within those skills. So those are the donuts. That's the live progress trackers. So every time you fill in the 1s or the 0.5s on your outcome grids, that will feed directly into this, and it will move accordingly, or the percentage will increase accordingly. So that information, that's one way we have the information displayed. We also have our year-on-year progress. So every year, once you fill out the data, you will then have to manually enter into these areas the percentage they got in each one of the outcome areas. So independent living, this child started at 13%. By the end of year 13, they're at 90% independent with all of the skills in independent living. So it's one of the few areas where you have to input information within this document. So as you're filling out that information, you will see this bar graph at the bottom. So each year, as you're entering information, this will decrease and increase as you go through. So I'm going to see if I can get this to change. So you will see there it's come down a little bit because I haven't filled out those areas. So it is responding when you enter the numbers in each of the areas. Okay, but it is something where you do have to physically, so that number in the center of your donut, you would then put it onto this document. This document then will feed into another way of displaying the data. So this is one way. I know the governors and senior leadership team members like to see data in different methods. So that's one way you could show it. But then we also have our progress dashboard. So the progress dashboard, this has a graph. So that year-on-year progress, that fed right into this progress graph. At the bottom, each one of those lines is a different outcome area of the P2I. And as you can see, this child, as they're being assessed against each of the areas, they increase over time. Then we have an overall journey towards independence. This child at the end of their school year, end of their school career, with you, they achieved 82% independence on the entire P2I. This live progress tracker is again for the independence in the whole tool. And then here, the information that you would get on the live progress tracker. This is just the number for independent for each of the areas, independent, employment, and then we have it broken down by independent, prompted, and fully supported. And that's how the data is displayed in each of the areas of the P2I.